in a universe where life does not end at death. We explore the infinite possibilities forged by our very minds. Welcome to Arthadian Anthologies. Before we get started, I just want to inform you that this series was recorded over Discord. If the quality dips, it's due to connection issues. Greetings, fellow travelers and storytellers. Welcome to the New Age Reborn in Power campaign. I am your lore master for this journey, MS Arthadian. And you will get to witness an epic story that spans multiple series and a shattering mystery spread throughout the core. So without further ado, let's dive in. Last time, in the New Age, Arak and Marmaduke 9, along with the rest of their allies, landed on the Pillar of Moriat and met with two Shorosk shaman, one being an old mentor of Arak's from when he was a child, Shaman Orvo. They explained that the best way to wake Sai and Liam up from their comas that were spurred on by the bright light from the strange computing they unlocked at the solar orbiter. The best way was through breathing in the fumes of a seed while Marmaduke connected directly with one of Sai's enhancement slots. Once breathing in the fumes from the massive seed held by Orvo, the Duke entered a space where all that was there was Sai, until a spectral black figure, appeared with razor-sharp teeth. It was at that point the other Shorosk, Shaman Tavar, picked up on the fact that one of the Duskian entities lurked within Marmaduke's trial to wake up Sai. Arak was then sent in to help Marmaduke push the Duskian entity back, and that he did, as he proved his loyalty to their great mother. Once able to focus, Marmaduke accessed the inner logs of Sai's Sin Frame, with 3 separate files that had formed, one leading to Sifra Medin, another leading to Nis Atiz, and the last one that read 2 letters, TL. Upon opening the single entry of TL, Marmaduke spoke with the mysterious being who held Liam within said file. Liam was in a space where he felt a spiritual connection to technology, one that eased him, reminding him of spending time with his mother. Once pulling Liam out of the TL file, the file vanished, leaving Sifra Medin and Nis Atiz. Within said files, Sai relived the moments leading up to being transferred into her frame, up until they heard the voice of Marmaduke appear. Then, all that was before her was a glitched up laboratory and a portal that had explosions erupting from it, along with the shouts of her mustachioed friend. Sai entered the portal and seemed to witness Marmaduke 9 crash landing on a strange anomaly rippled across this memory and caused everyone to wake up. After some minor celebration for waking up their friends, our Chosen and their allies returned to Micah's ship and began their journey back to Pillar Command on the harbor. And that's where we will begin our session. So, we are in the middle of space between Pillar of Moriat and Pillar of the Harbor, as you can see on the screen. and you guys are flying right now. Currently, Marmaduke is the one who is piloting the ship, so I would like Marmaduke 9 to roll me a piloting check.
Oh, okay. I thought you'd never ask.
But did you hate it if I'd never let you like pilot a ship once in this entire campaign?
Piloting. It's
18.
18.
He drove us into 19.
You know, technically piloting is a basic skill, and you have quick reflexes, which means you could spend stamina.
I mean, are we doing anything that
Requires?
would require me
No,
to be-
you don't need to worry too much.
You got an adrenaline rush.
I got my
by being
dice
able
this
to
session,
finally
too.
Drive your own ship.
Heck yeah, dice.
Very,
Just-
very smoothly. You like see all the controls. You begin to press all the buttons. Take the joystick. Begin to rev up the engines as you feel the vibrations, moving you, propelling you forward through space. It feels very nice to be in a cockpit once more.
Let's see what this baby can do.
You hear Micah say, "Now, don't push it too hard, okay? We're only going to
Let's-
a quantum force."
Let's fly this baby in a nice straight line, then, shall we?
As you guys are all kind of just chilling in the back there, Arak.
Arak has said more singing right there than he has spoken to any of us ever.
You're sitting there and you see Liam sitting there, and Liam, you have Buddy in your hands, and Buddy says, "Oh, Buddy, the big
How
man.
are you?
I am good. I am very happy that you're okay. I missed you. I missed you a lot.
Missed you too.
Oh, another thing. While you were unconscious, Grapes was the one that grabbed your codex.
Oh wait, do I not have that?
You
Pat
do not
himself
have
down.
you don't have your codex on you, actually.
Do
I
I
just
see
thought
it
he-
around?
No, you do not see it around. But he did say Grapes was the one that grabbed your codex.
Do I see it on Grapes?
You look over at Arak. Arak, you see Liam staring at you for a second as he just was looking at Buddy, and then looks up at you. You don't see it on him. Like he might have it on his person, but it's not. He's not holding it or anything in his hand.
He's immersed in his jingles.
I think I'll go ask him then, buddy.
Yes, I think that would be good.
Maybe. So gonna go up and walk towards Arak.
Okay, you go and stand up and you walk over towards Arak. You see Recto sitting next to him, and you see Recto is like kind of looking over at you and just watching you. And then he moves aside, like he's letting you go and sit next to Arak if that's what you're gonna do.
Okay, I am going to take that seat.
Okay, you take the seat, and you see Recto is just
Putting the
staring
rest
at you.
on, how brave.
So, you got a computer on you?
A computer?
A spare codex?
Spare codex. Rock is thinking what Liam is trying to get at. What are you talking about?
Do you not have multiple codexes on your person?
Oh, yeah. What about it?
Can I have it back?
Okay. And then he races around the way he thinks he put the other codex.
Okay, you
It's Liam's codex.
yeah, you
And he
go
puts a hand it.
you go in and you pull out of your pocket the codex and you go over and hand it to Liam. Liam, you take it. As you take it and you go and unlock it, you see it is open on the files from the solar orbiter.
Have you been messing with my stuff?
Yeah. I thought it might help because you were asleep for a long time. Maybe something about that ship did it.
Maybe. Gonna creep off with his codex and buddy.
Reap off.
Are you
Yeah,
upset at Grapes?
a little bit. I don't want my stuff to be shown.
Should we then...
I already saw enough.
Sorry, what?
He,
That wasn't canon. Sorry. I'm making a reference to last session.
Sorry.
Disregard. That last bit, it never happens. Not canon.
Okay, because I completely missed it anyway.
Buddy is like, do you want to try to erase Grape's memory?
That seems a little extreme.
Oh, I don't know. I figured maybe we could create something.
I was thinking encrypting the files.
Okay, I can do that. Do you want to connect me to the codex?
Oh yeah. I'm going to do that.
Okay, you go and pull out a little tiny cord and kind of plug in Buddy to the codex. As you see, he begins to go through the files and then begins to encrypt them a bit more. But now you're thinking about how Arak might have seen some of the things that happened on the ship. You're not sure the extent to which he knows what happened or understands what happened. Even you don't quite understand most of the things that happened on the ship. But,
I don't understand what I'm saying.
yeah. Meanwhile,
Okay.
Marmaduke inside the cockpit. Micah looks at you and is like, I have a question for you, Marm.
Do you now?
Yes. And you see she looks over and then she goes over and presses a button on the cockpit door. The door slides closed. You all see that the cockpit door slides closed completely.
Oh, it's a closed door
And
question.
then-
Okay.
And then you see her kind of press onto a button as it you hear a little voice say, "Secure zone activated."
Someone's getting intimate.
All right. What's the question?
Avora, is she going to be joining these missions that you're going to be embarking on? Or should we drop her off somewhere?
That is entirely up to her.
These missions are going to be quite dangerous, Marmaduke. She can, if she can prove herself to be a valuable asset to your squadron, she can join in the directive, but you should make sure that your team is well prepared and able to work together. Well, I know you, Sai, and Arak have worked together before, and it seemed to get everyone out in one piece. At least us and all that situation. But you also have Liam out there, and
Yes, I know. Yes. We'll make the decision when we reach our destination, I think. We may be there for a moment, and... well, I imagine there'll be some conversations to be had.
yes, of course. Alright, and you see she stands up. That's all I wanted to ask. And then she presses on the button, the secures on, deactivates, and then the door goes and slides back open. As you see, you all see Micah begin to walk through and then go and...
Micah. Could you
Yes?
Could you send Liam in here, please?
Okay. Liam,
Oh, yeah.
your pilot wants to have a word with you.
Okay. He gets up and takes Buddy with him.
Are we in trouble, buddy? Are we in trouble?
I think so, Buddy.
You go inside.
Get in the stash.
You go inside the cockpit and you go over. Do you sit over in the co-pilot's chair, Liam?
I'm not sitting. I am not sitting.
Okay, you stand up.
I'm just standing by the door.
You stand up by the door. Marmaduke.
I'll sort of glance around at him and like raise an eyebrow. You okay back there?
Yeah, I'm all good here.
All right. Do you remember when we were at the carnival and you got blazed off your tits on that crispy thing?
Yes.
I remember you said something peculiar to me. You said that I had a darkness inside me. What exactly
Do I even
did it...
remember that?
Go ahead and roll me an intellect check. Straight intellect.
So where am I on this map?
Oh.
I spawned at the original village.
Okay.
Here,
Open
let me,
click window.
is there a way
up,
to ping everyone to
then Map Explorer.
Oh,
Oh, I can bring everyone here.
yeah,
There we go.
That's easier.
It's hard to do rules.
Maybe in the
when I-
void, but that's just because we're like.
You're in space. You're in dark space, so that's why it's all dark around you.
Oh, so the ship's not even real.
The ship is it's a figment of your imagination.
Marmaduke's lost it. What am I rolling?
You're gonna roll a straight intellect check. Just D12 plus your int, which should be a 12, right? Yeah, look at that. That's pretty good. A 23.
I do believe I remember that. Yeah, you're really shady.
There was. You also remember a strange little like dark figure that was hopping around on Marmaduke's around Marmaduke's mohawk that he has, and it was like
Oh yeah,
hopping
you had
around
that
there.
gremlin.
Yeah.
Yes, that. What was that? I'd like to know what that was. Because we ran into something inside Sai. And I don't know really. Want to know if it was something to be
Follow
very
you?
concerned about.
Well, you probably have a fan.
Marmaduke, you actually roll me a lore check, Marmaduke.
Ooh.
Or checks whether
Lore.
if you have a fan.
I believe the mustache is doing the lore check.
Laura.
The mustaches. Yes, all the
I
intellect is
don't-
within the mustache.
Oh, hold on.
It's not
This
a
may
brain. He doesn't have
require.
a brain.
It's
He
going
has a
to require
mustache.
some Is law intellect?
Yes, it is intellect. Which you also have a high intellect too, don't you?
We have a pretty high team.
Yeah,
We're a smart cookies.
We are a smart cookies.
You're the smart cookies.
Okay, so this I'm going to have to do this without a macro because that's 24.
24. Okay. Well, when you think about this, you remember that the Shorosk, the shamans in there, specified that there was a dark entity known as a Duskian entity or Duskian embodiment of some kind when they referenced that a rock, they sent a rock in to help you get rid of it. And that's what that was. So you're not sure if it's directly tied to the thing that Liam was talking about back before that even, but I mean there's a similarity to that. So you're not entirely sure if they're directly linked per se.
Is
that could be.
everything okay?
Well, Liam, if I'm being honest with you, it could be better.
I mean, you seem pretty happy flying.
I am incredibly happy flying. Incredibly.
Please roll me a discipline check.
Incredibly.
Marmaduke and Sai.
Ooh.
I love a bit of flying. Flying is great. I really hope I don't fucking crash while I'm having a fragment.
You're in the middle of space. Where are you gonna crash?
22.
I'll find somewhere to.
Everything's in space. You both got 22.
Oh no, crashed into a
Wow.
neutron.
Looks like I only
You know
need to
the
roll
first
one.
two drivers in the United States managed to crash into each other?
The first two drivers.
Yeah, in the same
United
town.
States.
Wow.
Oh.
The more you know. Wow. Marmaduke, you feel a slight headache coming on. As you say, like, it could be better. You do recall back when you connected to Sai, that feeling, that headache from all your fragments that would come about. It had completely faded away. But it's returning a bit more when you think about this more. Sai, as you're sitting there inside here, you're just kind of relaxing, trying to recoup from everything that happened, and then you hear in the background, and you can't help but kind of shift your body for a second, and then it fades away. What do you do?
Like, I hear it in the background.
Like explosions. It sounds like explosions.
Does it sound like a repeat of what I saw earlier?
It sounds like a repeat of the portal when you entered through it, and then you saw the pods flying away with a crashed pod and a wounded Marmaduke crawling out of it.
And no one else is.
No one else is making any reactions or anything like that. You see Arak and Recto are kind of sitting over there. Recto looks over at Arak, is like, "Hey, are you nervous about the trial?"
Trial.
I get up and I go into the pilot's.
Okay.
Liam's not sitting down, right?
Liam's not sitting
No,
down.
he
Liam
is standing
is
in front of the door.
Yeah, he's right there. You go and stand up and walk over there. Arak, you see Sai stand up, walking over towards your group, and Recto is just like, you're not nervous about it? or anything, going up
Hmm.
into the trial?
I haven't thought about it, but maybe it's best I don't think about it. I will succeed.
Oh, I admire you in that regard, Arak. I don't know. I left Moriat because I don't know if I have that deep of a connection to her, to our mother.
Rock's not sure what to say, but he tries to reassure Recto. Time chases all of us. Maybe you will find what it is you're... He kind of leaves it at that.
Yeah. I get you. Sai, as you approach the cockpit, Liam, you feel the presence of Sai behind you without even looking behind you. You know it's Sai as she approaches.
Flip around and jump on one leg and it's
Excuse me, Liam?
I scoot to the wall.
Sai will, kind of sideways scoot past Liam.
Buddy
Give him a curious look.
Buddy says, "What's wrong, buddy? Are you okay?"
I think I'm fine, buddy.
Like I said, you have a different aura to you.
Can I turn it off?
I don't know. Sai, you enter inside the cockpit. You see Marmaduke is sitting there. Marmaduke, you see Sai has entered inside here.
Ah, how are you doing?
Okay, I think.
Good.
And I slide into the co-pilot seat.
Okay.
Ah, that's okay. Good. I'm glad you're not hovering like our other friend.
He's still in the doorway.
Why are you?
What did I do something wrong?
I don't know. I thought I didn't realize you were still there. You're very quiet when you're... No, you... Never mind. I don't mind. You didn't do anything wrong. You're fine.
I sit down very relaxed. I'm not worried about the council for controlling at all. So I'm not being your co-pilot at all. So. It was very strange. I think you guys got a different type of strange. And I don't know what brand of strange Liam got.
A naked sword.
I think I'm glad that my brand of strange did not include that.
It is interesting that, well, it's sort of. I've been pondering.
Were you clothed?
I beg you, yes. I was.
Liam. Just Liam.
It was
though.
just Liam, yes. Just Liam. I've been I've been pondering while I've been. Don't worry, I wasn't nude inside your head. Liam was, but I was not.
Or throw me under the bus.
Well, I don't think you had any choice in the matter. I think you were just sort of deposited nude.
Oh, you were in my head.
I was.
Liam was also
Sort of.
there.
That's what I've been pondering as I've been flying. Because we were trying to find you both, and he was in there. And I was thinking that there was somehow your frame sensed danger and pulled his consciousness in to preserve it. But I don't know how these things work, and I have strange thoughts when I pilot.
Could I roll a analyze lore or insight about like that being a defensive pull?
I'd like you to roll me sure, and analyze. Go ahead and roll and analyze.
Only 16.
You, Sai, begin to analyze the deeper facets of your own sin frame. You still haven't really gotten to dive too deep into the actual frame systems, so you're not exactly sure if this was a defense mechanism. You're not. It honestly, it almost felt more like you got shunted to a different space entirely. Maybe it reminded you of sending you back to when right before you actually got your frame. But also, for some reason, you can't quite pick out these different aspects of what had happened in your mind during the time, all the time that you were unconscious. It's almost like there's a fog there.
Huh.
Liam, what are you doing? What are you doing as you're hearing them kind of talk between each other?
If you get weird thoughts, maybe while flying, maybe you shouldn't fly.
Oh, don't worry, I've flown. Don't worry about it. It's all good. The weird thoughts help me fly.
Yeah, okay, so you were in my head. What was that like? Besides naked Liam, apparently.
It was...
There was a lot of data.
Yes.
That's to be expected.
There was also...
I'm pretty much all data.
I don't know if a rock may have spoken to you about the Duskian.
No, I haven't.
Ah.
You suddenly hear
Yeah, I know.
Marmaduke.
Do it.
You suddenly hear, all of you actually. You hear, and then you hear Micah begin to walk over into the cockpit, and she's like, "Oh, we're getting close to the quantum force. Time to switch." And you guys go harness up.
Oh, fine.
Can we not sleep this time?
No, I mean you don't fall asleep then.
I pat Liam's shoulder as I walk out.
Yeah, you guys.
He falls behind.
As you pat Liam's shoulder, Sai, Liam, I'd like you to roll me a discipline check.
Bad touch.
Bad touch.
Oh, did I? Oh, I misclicked. Discipline.
That's deception.
That's deception.
Oh, was that?
Nice roll, though.
No, you're not
Nice
touching me at all.
Oh, it is a nice roll because that's a -5.
Yeah.
Discipline.
Yeah. 9.
That's not so great.
Okay. Well, as you feel Sai pat your shoulder, you suddenly get this feeling, Liam, a feeling of being able to create something out of the energy that flows through Sai.
Weird. How do I describe this? Ash, how do you describe my shivers?
The shivers that you ran. I don't get the shivers. I don't know how it feels
What,
like.
like goosebumps or like what? Like a
No,
shiver?
no,
Like,
No. So
It's like a full
occasionally-
body shiver. It lasts like half a second, and like Liam would be just
involuntary.
standing there,
is it
and
like
it's
the-
like a full body shiver, but he's not cold. There's
Is it
no
like in like
stress. There's no.
is it like in
other-
Scooby Doo when like Shaggy gets like the shivers and like it goes through his entire body like all the way up
Yeah,
kind of thing?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's no other sense around that would
Like I don't know
make
what
you have
triggers it.
shivers.
Mm-hmm.
There's no
My,
scary thing or weird atmosphere. It's just randomly during mundane things, just full body shiver.
I think cold does kind of trigger it.
All right. Well,
But yeah, I'm not the only one. Our brother used to get them a lot. But I'm just trying. I don't know how to describe it because that's why I
Like
think
someone
what happens.
walked over your grave.
That is what people usually say. Yes.
so you get this shiver through your body.
Yes.
The thing about this is that it feels natural and it feels like it's something that would be, well, it's kind of enticing you to explore this, and it's like a natural feeling, like your body is wanting to go through with it.
I mean, that just reinforced that I would get this weird shiver.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to ignore it this time.
Okay.
I don't think.
Okay. You ignore this feeling as Sai walks out of the cockpit along with Marmaduke. You guys go over, and everyone kind of gets their safety harnesses on. And as this happens, Micah goes onto the intercom and is like, "All right, everyone, we're going to be going in through the quantum force in about 5 minutes. Please harness up and prepare yourselves."
All right.
Oh,
And
dang,
you
I
see-
wasn't logged in.
Recto put the harness on. Also, same goes for Alvora, who is there. And as
Oh no, that's not where I want.
Alvora does it, looks over at you, Marmaduke, and is like, "Is everything all right?"
Yes, just it was nice to fly. Nice to fly again.
As you guys get into your safety harnesses, I need you all to roll me. You know what it is.
Discipline.
Yes.
A piloting check?
A pilot.
Piloting time.
As we're all
Thank
going
you.
through Quantum Force. Everyone. Okay, we got a 20. A 27.
Yay!
Hey!
I left a roll on it.
Hey! A 12 and a rock. 19.
Yay!
Oh. Okay.
Voice comes back.
Nice. Okay. So as you guys go up to the Quantum Force, you feel the ship begin to vibrate a bit more, and then as it vibrates, you begin to see these geometric patterns begin to take form, turning into somewhat of like a fractal element that just begins to like clog up your entire visionary space. As this happens, you go through. Everyone seems to not see anything for a second. Liam.
No.
As you venture through this space in your head, you begin to fall through these shapes that all begin to form solidified objects in your peripherals. And then you fall through, reaching what looks like a white room that you kind of step down into, and you see coded language begin to appear. It is in Psyox. And it says, "Welcome, Liam. Hopefully we can work together to help you create what you wish to create. The first thing we need to do is to make a frame for your buddy."
Okay, this sounds promising. What do you want me to do for that?
The feelings that you are getting, those feelings, follow them. It will guide you to understanding more about the energy that permeates throughout the realm of Synchronous.
Oh, okay. I'll try to remember that.
Follow the path laid out, and everything will lead to a brighter day, to a brighter age. And then you're in the ship. Everyone is looking around. You guys are all fine. This time, nothing crazy happened. Your heads are all good. Nothing intense occurred.
Cool.
Except Liam, you're kind of just you saw something and something communicated to you.
Yeah. What do you want?
Was my
Should
expectingly.
Are you trying to hide?
do I see?
Are you trying to hide?
Oh
this?
yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying anything.
Okay. Okay.
Could I do a quick lore check on if I knew anything when Marmaduke said the name of the creature?
Go ahead. Yes.
22.
You've heard the term Duskian from your friend, Sifra's friend, the Redicon friend. You heard that it was like these negative emotions. You're not exactly sure. It was just more like a term that came up in conversation about the trials that he had to go through. You don't have too deep of a knowledge to understand it. You just know that it was more like a negative. There was a negative connotation to what was being described to you.
Yeah.
But you guys are now on your way to the harbor. You guys, if you would continue to role play, now that all of you are inside the same chamber, Alvora is also there. Recto is also sitting there as well.
Is there any tiny electronics around me?
There are.
Buddy.
I mean, yeah, there is, buddy. There, you don't see any electronics inside this chamber. This chamber seems to be more of there's just chairs across the walls, and the harness is on there, and then there is a room over at the other end of where the on the other end of the ship, on the other end where the cockpit isn't. Sorry, my brain trying to describe. It's hard to describe what's not there.
It's a very sterile, empty room.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do see little patches and panels on the walls above you. You're assuming that they connect to certain ship systems specifically.
I want to touch them.
You want to touch them?
Tentatively poke it.
Well, you can get out of your safety harness now that you're out of the quantum force. So if you're gonna go touch one of them, are you going? Go ahead and roll me a computer's check.
Computer. Where's computer? Oh, there it is.
Computer.
Computer
Where is computer?
should be under.
It's tech. Oh, there it is. Yeah, sorry. I thought it was a. Oh, dang it! I thought it was a special thing. Yeah, I only got 25.
Look at that. Look at that. That's good. Okay. As you go up, you kind of press on the panel, and then you see what looks like in this. It looks like a ship manifest, and it has different wall panels to open up. And inside those wall panels, you see a med kit. You see e-pack. You see nutritions. And you just see these three things inside here.
Okay, I think I'll just leave them be.
Okay.
I don't want to get yelled at.
Okay. What is everyone else doing?
I want to continue our conversation with Marn, but I also don't want to do it as a whole group, so I'm going to wait on that.
Okay. So if you guys are just going to wait on no more roleplay, we're gonna skip over.
I think
We'll have another late night Konami session.
As you guys continue to travel through space, heading over to the harbor, you feel the pod beginning to rumble a bit more as you hear Micah over the intercom. We are entering the harbor's atmosphere. Our location, our time to the coordinates in Pillar Command are about 30 minutes. As you guys continue flying down there, you can see out of the pod, you can see the rings of the harbor. It is a breathtaking sight to see.
How many ships are there?
It's really hard to see
At
ships.
least 12.
It's really hard to see ships.
He has a keen eye.
Go on and roll me a perception
Maybe
check. Sure.
15.
Maybe 15.
And there's two whole ships. Ooh.
Okay, so you see a large Titanic spacecraft in the harbor's orbit. You near you guys, and then you do see probably about maybe 3 other ships flying into the atmosphere. It's not very busy currently. As you guys fly down, all the way back down to the ground.
Down we go.
Let's move you guys. Yeah. Let's move.
Liam is going to be clenching the seat.
All right.
Last time you tried to land was not a fun time. That you were awake for anyway.
Gonna move you guys as you guys go and land onto a platform. Oh, someone just popped. Oh, they did.
I was editing the sheet, so that's probably why it did stuff. Oh,
I was editing my sheet as well.
Well, you guys go and fly into what looks like this massive ringed city. You see, it looks like a halo. From Halo. It has a full on skyscrapers that are up hanging upside down, and then also on the sides of it. It more looks like a box as you get closer to it. It is on the surface of the harbor. You actually roll me planetary checks. Let's do it.
Launch.
Lord?
Planetary. Planetary.
Ooh.
Or planetary.
Who? Or everybody.
Planetary, intergalactic. Check.
It's a large.
Oh.
+1.
I don't have lore.
Do you have planetary?
+1, 20.
It'd be under knowledge.
I don't have a button for it. Yeah.
I don't have a button
I
for
never
that.
wrote that.
So I did manually.
Well, I don't have anything special, so that
I
would
can
just be a
try
straight end.
Copying it.
You're fine. You're fine for now.
It's a straight intellect check for me.
Yeah.
For me, it was a 20.
Only got an 18.
Planetary check. Or
Liam.
Lore.
Liam and Sai. Liam, this location, it looks familiar to you. This ring. You also feel like you've heard stories about it from back when your mother would train you in, crafting and all that stuff. She'd explain to you certain cities and massive architectural feats that were created. And
Deja vu.
this city seems to remind you of that. Sai, you know this to be the capital of Voestivez, Pillar Command. This is where Command HQ is at, and where it seems that you are headed as you go flying into this hovering, massive platform in the center of this massive ring that's just goes for miles. As you reach this platform, your pod goes and lands, and you hear Micah say, "All right, we have landed. Now let's get you all situated into your quarters, and then tomorrow you'll be meeting with the general." So,
Right.
yeah,
That sounds lovely.
you guys get to start exploring this little area. You see that there are massive walls that basically fall off to a just falling down because this is a hovering station, like a stationary, like hovering little like HQ area. You see massive buildings as Micah begins to escort you all to this building right over here. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, right here. Yeah. This
Okay.
big one. As you guys maneuver that way, you go up and you begin to see way more command officers than you have ever seen before. There are several, well, it seems like there are several Redicon as well as Yen all spread throughout here. There are also Sin frames walking around. But they're all command officers. As you guys enter inside, you see a lobby space, and then there are like lounge areas where some officers are kind of relaxing and talking amongst themselves. As you go up to the desk in this lobby, you see an operative standing there. It's like, hello, and then you see Micah step forward. It's like, we have the Turth Trintrek squadron that General Plutel specified they would be getting their own quarters. All right. That will be right next to Commander Curtis' chambers, correct? Indeed. All right. You guys can go.
Nice, a 5-star.
You guys get escorted by Micah as Micah goes over to an elevator. The elevator door slides open. This is a large elevator, and you actually see that even a rock can fit in it.
Nice.
No ducking for a rock.
You guys enter inside as you suddenly feel the elevator and then begins to slide sideways for a second and then slide diagonally and then upward. And then as it finishes, you see it kind of the doors open up.
It's a Willy Wonka elevator.
And then you see what seems to be a long hallway. And Micah begins to head down that hallway. And as Micah gets to a certain door, she looks over. Is like, which one of you wants the access to this chamber? Whoever chooses.
Sai raises her hand.
All right. Can I have your codex? Whichever codex you're going to be using.
Sai gives the non-TL codex.
Okay. You hand over the regular codex, and you see Micah goes and scans it to her codex, and then goes and scans your codex to the door as the door slides open, and you see inside the space there is a nice lounge area with a monitor screen there. You see a kitchen area. You see a hallway that leads down to multiple what looks like bedrooms, probably about 4 bedrooms. And Micah's like, well, this is your new place to stay for the next mark or two. Tomorrow you'll be meeting with the general and then getting any last minute requirements done before you get assigned to your specialized pod.
I give Marm a look to see how he feels about that.
Oh, he's got a big grin on his face.
When you do meet with General Pluto, you're going to need to have some things ready for him. He's going to need your squad name, what you guys prefer to be called, or else we're going to assign one to you. And that will be so that you can actually be able to access the Codex archives for the missions that will be sent via Codex to each of you. But for now, feel free to relax, get comfortable, and we will be inside the other room. And Recto looks over and nods at all of you. And it's like,
Wait, this isn't our room?
this is your room. This is
Wait.
this is
Oh,
where
this is
you
all
will
our
be.
room.
This is where you will be staying for the time being. And if you do end up coming back here to the harbor, you have this place to stay as well.
It's everyone's room.
Well, there are separate bed chambers inside for you all to
Oh, thank
choose.
God.
Yes.
Of course.
Made sure to give you all everything that you require. All right. Well,
At that, Liam's stomach grumbles.
for now, this is farewell. And if you need anything, just contact us. All right. And
All right, thank you.
Micah
All right.
walks.
And-
Yeah.
Thanks for making a detour while weird stuff went on.
Well, you are all of great assets to Core Command, so any way we can help. And she smiles. Recto nods to you all, and they begin to walk away. Alvora looks around and is like, so this is like a very big mission. And she looks over at Marmaduke. She feels uncomfortable, like she's maybe not exactly feeling like she's, included in this, or whether or not she's included in this.
So food. Cook. Yes.
Cooking?
Yeah.
Cooking? You're all cooking? Yes?
Liam said he was hungry.
All right.
I didn't say anything, my stomach said it.
All right. So you guys enter inside. You see the bedrooms back down the hallway. You see a kitchen area. So who's cooking? Who's cooking? And what are they cooking?
Liam!
Liam's cooking. Okay, Liam, I'd like you to go over to the kitchen and then roll me a craft check.
Can I use... Oh, wait, no, I don't think I can.
Out of character, I probably have to.
Oh, where
So-
Salvaging? You want to salvage some food? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, oh no, I don't think I can.
I mean, maybe. Salvaging's in nature is just,
Getting
figuring out what's good.
I'll allow it. It adds to craft.
Alright. Okay.
Gonna get like
I gotta look at
old
the
food
skill.
in the fridge.
Liam's over there getting all the spices out,
You know what, he's
getting
gonna-
all the
he's
stuff
just
out.
It's like going around in the trash can.
Oh,
He's gonna pull out some dry old bread and turn it into croutons. Yes.
Oh yes.
so usually my talent, is the talent default if I have it unlocked,
If it's
or is it cost more? I don't remember.
depends on what you chose in the beginning.
Wait. So my thing needs to reload real quick. I need to look at the access phase real quick.
Mechanic check. So
It would
salvaging.
be craft.
rank
It would be
4.
craft. You have. I'm pretty sure you have talent in it, right? I don't think. You
Yeah, yes, I do.
Okay, so then you can add the skills rank die to the craft intellect knowledge.
Okay, so that would be a +4 and
So it'd be. So what is the rank of salvaging?
4.
Okay, so that's an added D10 to your craft.
I'm sorry. Okay, this confuses things. How do I type in a dice roll? Because I don't think I can use.
You can
What is
go
it? How do I
here.
seriously? How do I do a dice roll?
It's brackets D12
Graphics, yeah.
plus D10.
So like this? No bracket. Oh. Oh.
I think you just wrote
Right.
12.
Yeah, I did.
So those.
What is the
roll.
bracket again? What's
Let me
what's
post this into Discord.
okay?
The chat thing.
Yeah,
The
so
content brackets. Like,
those are the brackets.
Oh, those are
do it
brackets.
that way.
Okay.
It'll be D12 and add 10 to it.
So,
If you
oh,
need
that's
that
not a bracket.
for-
That's whatever that squiggly one is. So, 1d12 plus
1d10.
whatever my end.
and int. Yeah.
While this is happening, I pull out a seat for Avora and the rest of the crew.
Okay. Yeah,
Like
you
this.
there's like a little
Oh, I didn't
high
close
top.
it. But that's right though. Otherwise,
Yes, that is right. That is right.
I just gotta close it. I don't think that's even possible. Oh wait, no.
You just rolled really low on both of them. Damn.
Yeah.
But I have a plus. Oh, yeah.
Do you have a bonus to your craft? Because I know.
Craft.
Bonus to my craft.
Honestly, you could have just rolled craft and then added whatever you got for a D.
Yeah, I do
10.
10.
Yeah.
Roll crabs.
But as
Oh yeah, I have a
Alvora.
+4 to that. Yeah.
Okay,
so
so then
that'd be
that's
actually
20.
a 20 because it's
Okay.
a +4.
Okay, yeah, you begin to start cooking some nice food. What are you trying to cook specifically?
Dirty rice.
Dirty rice. Okay, yeah, there is some rice inside here, and you put a lot of spices inside the rice to make it very dirty.
Do you know what dirty rice is?
No.
Yeah. You basically
Well,
got it.
No, what makes it dirty is beef.
Oh.
Yeah, there's
Beef?
meat in it.
A rock proofs.
Oh,
So,
I mean,
I would use
you could
some
do that.
sort of meat.
okay. Well, yeah, there is some meat. I've never heard the
It
term
doesn't have
dirty
to be
rice,
cow.
probably because I'm Californian.
Really?
So.
I don't know. I don't know where it comes from.
This is a California.
Anyways, you were able to make some nice rice with some meat and spices and all that stuff, and it smells pretty good. Everyone begins to smell what Liam's cooking up over there. It actually begins to make all your stomachs begin to rumble, except for size.
That rice smells very dirty, Liam.
Sai has no stomach to rumble.
But do your smell
Rock is
sensors
feeling rather
enjoy
fat.
it?
You'll have birds.
You guys
don't
all
know, I'm
kind of
kind of
begin to relax a little bit inside here. You guys want to role play amongst yourselves since
Yeah,
now
yes,
the
yes, I would.
conversation is able.
Sorry for
So-
distracting you with the
I'm too-
cooking because there's a
Well-
kitchen.
So at this moment, I'm going to say Liam's in the kitchen. So if you get, I'll probably pop in. I just need an excuse to get a drink.
All right, all right. So go ahead.
Whatever he's cooking, it smells positively filthy.
Is that
Can
a
try.
is that a terminology? Filthy. I
Yes, it is.
Wow. Well. Okay.
It's a play on words, buddy. Because it's dirty rice.
I don't get it.
That's okay, buddy.
Remember, you're talking to a child.
All right. So, are you guys gonna?
Yeah. So
Nice.
Avora seemed confused on what she was doing here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you quite alright, dear?
I'm all right. I'm just, a lot has happened in the past, 12 hours or so.
Yes.
I think
Yes, it's been quite the 12 hours.
I think I'm ready to bed down for the evening.
Are you sure?
Yes, I know you are all going to be.
This
You're all going to be meeting with the general, and I don't want to be a distraction for you all. I'm sure you have some things to discuss amongst yourselves.
And Liam bursts through the kitchen with a 4-quart enough dirty rice with bell peppers, bunch of spices.
Oh, damn, you're making me hungry right now. I actually just had that like yesterday. I had rice with chicken, bell peppers, all that.
Well, this is, like I said, what makes it quote unquote dirty is the beef. So I don't know, because it makes it look like it's dirt. Because you mix it around in there.
Okay, well.
Midwestern.
Liam comes over with some bowls of food, and Alvoro's like, actually, maybe I'll wait a second to go and.
Oh no, he's holding the pot, like big old pot, and he's going to place it on probably the fancy table.
Oh. And Alvoro's like, I'll go get us some bowls, and she stands up and begins to walk over towards the kitchen.
Oh right, yeah, you're right. We need those. I'm not alone anymore.
Were you gonna eat all of that on your own?
I guess I kind of was. I'm sure it's enough for everyone.
Does Liam have a big appetite?
This is like the first real food I've had
Is
in a long
there
time.
enough for a rock?
What is a
Is
rock?
that the question?
Yeah.
How much is 4 quarts? Well, that's like a gallon's
was
worth
checking
of.
out one of the bedrooms.
I don't know if a gallon's enough for
all the bedrooms seem
Four people and a
identical
rock.
to each other.
Pretty sure 4 quarts is what our roommate usually makes. That's enough for 3 of us.
Right.
4? Avora's still there.
Alvoro comes over. I
No,
have the
I'm
bowls.
just saying 3 because I believe that is how much it could feed. Oh shoot! I'll be right back.
A family of 4.
He runs back into the kitchen.
So, what?
I need to make some more food.
It's
not enough.
So Liam goes back over to make some more food. As that is happening, Alvoro begins to divvy out the bowls to each person who can eat. Alvoro looks over at you, Sai, and is like, "So, Sai, I'm sorry if this is kind of diving into a bit of a personal question, but what your bioconscience, correct? Like that is, like, I'm sure.
You are correct.
Yes. Did you have a favorite food when you are a? I'm sorry. I don't mean to pry, but I don't. You were a yen. Obviously, did you have a favorite food?
What's a very, very homey prime food?
Prime or yen?
Prime.
You heard her.
Hey, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. Okay. Prime on Archaea. One of the things that you would have usually would be a type of soup. Usually there would be a mangle soup which mangles are found in Laurel, and they're caught in the wilderness. They're kind of like rabbits, and they taste really really juicy. They have a juicy meat to them. They get pretty fat.
It was this really sweet, I would say, variation on mango soup.
Oh, mangle.
Is that from Archaea?
Yeah.
You know, I've only been there, I think, once, and that was because my mother took me when I was a young child. But it is quite beautiful.
It was quite beautiful, yeah.
Not as beautiful as Moriarty's. she goes over and begins to like start eating.
I remember those. I remember eating those. The juicier the better. Been a long time.
Marmaduke
Just
and
watched his
Sai.
buddy trying to struggle to roll over towards Liam.
I noticed that.
Yeah, but I will say that Buddy is actually doing that. But Marmaduke and Sai, I would like you both to roll me disciplinary checks.
You guys should
Just
put
remembering
points in
eating a
discipline.
rabbit.
Wow. You feel a headache coming on, Marmaduke. Sai, you begin to hear the sound of what seems to be a child crying. You're not sure where it's coming from, but it sounds like a child is crying. Like a baby, like a baby. But it kind of fades away after a second.
Was Marm's? Do I notice that Marm's kind of body language shift to headache as soon as I started hearing the crying?
Roll me an analyze check, Marmaduke. These headaches are normal.
Yeah.
But every time you've had a headache so far, which has been twice now since you left, you haven't had any visions or anything like that.
I have advantage on analyze.
Oh my.
Wait, are you using your codex? Because if you're doing that, then it's like you're taking out your codex to like scan his face, kind of thing.
My codex is hooked up to me, remember?
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Sure.
I am a codex.
All right. So, yeah. If that is the case, Marmaduke, go ahead and roll me
The side X, yes.
the side X. Go ahead and roll me a deception check.
Yes, I was thinking that because
It makes the most
Alvora's
sense.
here. And
Yeah,
You don't
Alvora's
want to
here,
worry.
and
You don't want to worry her.
I don't want to worry her, but this could be pretty bad. Whoa.
Oh, Sai, you can see that as soon as you begin to hear the baby crying, you look over and you see Marmaduke winces a slight bit, not enough to where it's noticeable by others, but you see it.
I clock it. Okay.
You're
What
clocking
was
it.
the giggles?
Liam, you see rolling around. You hear rolling around the corner a little ball.
Oh, buddy, let me show you how to make this.
Buddy, why'd you leave
Pick 'em up. Sorry, I need food.
The food is over there, isn't it? Didn't you already make the food?
It's not enough, and let me show you how it's done.
Why do I need to know how it's done if I don't have a body, buddy?
It's for when you have a body.
Yeah, it's what. So you can do stuff with it. You got ideas.
I want a body, buddy. I'm like you are hungry. I am hungry for a body. Hey, buddy, should we go inside the
Yeah.
room and go check it out so I can charge?
Hey.
Or you are actually hungry. All right.
You go over and you go to check inside the rooms. As you go Well, are you taking the food over to them first, or
No, it's still cooking.
Okay.
So I'm making triple batch.
Okay.
So what I am making the same batch but doubling it right now.
Okay.
So it's going to take a little longer.
So you go over and you go to check out the. Well, it seems like you went over to them. Well, what has happened over here? Well, anyone talking, or is this just a quiet, just sitting around
Avora.
looking at each other?
No, we're talking. Avora, where exactly did you grow up in?
I grew up in Celeste Minari. Mainly Celeste Minari. My family moved to the Pillars after some of the events that occurred over on Prima's Garden inside the Dwarven Citadel.
Do I know what she's referencing to?
Go ahead and roll me a lore check.
17.
You've heard about some things that occurred where there was a huge migration from this world known as Prima's Garden, probably about 50 cycles ago. Maybe even more than that. You're not sure the timeline, but there was a huge migration over due to some bad things that occurred.
Sifra would have been really pretty young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hearing this, you gauge that possibly Alvora is maybe around where Sifra's age would be right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Alvora is like, yes, but I've stayed on Moriat most of my life, and it's been very pleasant to be able to get to know all of the wonderful Redakan that live there, and understanding the culture and the beauty behind how everything operates there. I've gotten to learn a lot.
Rock smiles.
And Alvora smiles back.
Moriat is indeed very
Flora got
beautiful.
one note.
Does anyone have a charger for Buddy? He gets a little cranky when he's low battery.
I want a body.
What's okay? What's his port? May have a spare one knocking around somewhere.
A mini USB.
No, not USB-C. That's interesting.
It's Type C.
I mean, if you don't find one, I think I might be able to put something together. Maybe.
To be honest, I would imagine that Liam's been using old hardware for a while now.
Arak, when you went inside the room before, you did notice like a bunch of little ports over in the corner of the room.
It's where sins creepily stand as they charge. Yes.
Would he naturally think that, though? Like holes in the wall?
Holes in the wall,
Hidden
yeah.
underneath those.
There was holes in the wall.
Oh, but do codexes need to be recharged?
No, actually, they don't.
Yeah, they use nuclear reactors.
Cool, so I can use it as a... But that would also mean, like, he has no need for them. He probably wouldn't think. Unless I'll force a computer's check just to see.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Boom.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know.
he actually crits.
You know.
Okay, so he looks towards the others and say, I found some holes in the wall in the room over there.
Oh, All right. We should be close getting you a body, buddy.
Yay!
And
You
I go to wherever he pointed.
You go over to where he pointed. You go inside the room, the purple room. Up is
Purple room.
where he pointed. As you go over to the
Is
corner.
Ash,
As you go over to the
is Sai going to be sleeping with Buddy?
There's holes in every room.
Technically,
Um,
the room's purple because a rock picked it out.
So I just claimed the one at the end. That's.
Ah.
As you go over to the corner there, you notice something as well, Mr. Liam. You see right next to these ports what looks like a small suitcase, a silver suitcase that has a button on it. A button that it looks like a little box on it, and it shows it's almost like a red button. It just says
So he's going
Press
while
me.
he's examining this, like getting really close and examining it.
yeah.
He's gonna say, "Did anyone get a suitcase?" and press the button.
You press the button. As you press the button, you guys all hear, "Did anyone get a suitcase?" And then you hear, and in front of you, transforming out of the suitcase is what looks like a table that opens up, and you see multiple little hatches that unlock and roll out of them, and you see crafting materials inside it.
Ooh.
This looks like a crafting station.
I like this.
And Buddy's like,
So,
oh my, buddy.
How much material's here?
It looks like there is about maybe 20 uses of the materials to craft some stuff.
Just a second.
He's like, buddy, can I scan all of this to see what we can make out of it?
Just a second. I want to make a discipline will check to see if I'm.
No, you guys are making the discipline checks.
Well, I want to know if I'm too enamored with this to realize that I'm still cooking food. So I'm going to say a low is I'm too enamored with this, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Nope, yep. I am all in. Right?
Okay,
Above,
so
no, it's above 12. It's above half. Sorry, I was thinking D&D.
sorry.
D20.
So you
So, yeah, no.
you remember that you are cooking, but when you look through this stuff, you get that feeling again. That feeling like there's something inside of each piece of equipment, and it's almost like a straight up blueprint begins to emerge in your mind. Right
Purple?
on top of
Great.
of the crafting station.
Can you check the rice?
Okay. He nods.
And
So-
that is. So he is going to go, all right, buddy, we're going to have some fun here.
Oh, okay, buddy. I want to have some fun. What are we making first?
Yeah!
Yes!
Sai
you guys
hears
hear
this.
excitement in that room right now.
Sai hears this and is consciously deciding to ignore.
What is Sai and Marmaduke doing now that it is just the three of you? You see Alvora is eating still.
Avora,
Yes?
what are you planning next?
Well, I was going to... I was going to rent out a pod for Marmaduke so we could go on some travels, but that we'll have to postpone that. Personally, I'm not necessarily doing anything much. These marks.
I look over to Marmaduke and look over back to Avora. This is definitely a conversation they need to be having, so I get up and I join Marm in the kitchen.
You're gonna go join a rock.
Or a rock
Looking
in
at the
kitchen.
food, but he isn't sure, like, whether it's done or not, so he's just staring.
You just see a rock plate staring at the food blankly but intently.
Avora, Sai gives it a stir and like takes a new spoon and spoons up a bit and gives it to Rock to try to see if it's good.
A rock, you try it. It feels like the rice is a bit hard and kind of getting into your teeth a bit. You might need to have put some more water inside of it to make it fluffier, or take a fork, fluff it up a bit. Maybe some butter.
Does butter exist on Moriarty?
You're not on Moriarty anymore.
I mean,
you know that there are like culinary practices between the Redicon. Redicon really like cooking their meat, so hunting down meat and cooking it.
But would that mean they really like dairy just because it's on hand, or do they really not like it because it's not meat?
These are good questions.
Just seems like a waste of.
I guess maybe I can try. What would be the appropriate check for?
Go ahead and roll me just a straight intellect check.
Ooh, okay, this will be fun. Intellect is worst. It is just a 7.
You have no idea what to do with this. You don't know what. Yeah, you're just not sure.
Sai is going to open the fridge or go to the tap and get some water.
Yeah. Okay. You
and
the green area is confirmed to be the kitchen area,
and adds a little bit of water to the rice because it was, yeah.
All
right.
As this is happening, Liam, you're crafting.
Yes.
I'm assuming, correct?
I'm kind of examining the tools and materials I have.
As you're examining the tools and materials, you feel a connection to them. It's so strange. It's almost like you can access them and then put them together without even moving your hands.
Like Legos.
I would like you to roll me a discipline will check.
Uh-oh.
Begin creating Lego sets. That's what you craft.
Gonna craft stuff with everything in the room.
You, Liam, you feel this slight pinch on the back of your neck. Back when that burn was there. As you feel it, it almost feels like you can tap into each of these pieces of technology.
I'm going for it.
You're going for it? I'd like you to roll me a straight intellect.
And that's actually not a really good roll, all things considered.
You begin to reach out. As you go to reach out into this, you suddenly get onto your codex. You hear a a message, and it kind of breaks your concentration.
I look at it begrudgingly.
You see a message come through from Dr. Cal, actually.
That's a Caligula.
And that message says what was on the screen.
What does it say? What was on the screen? Shoot. I don't remember if I got any like great details on what was on the screen. It was just
was white, and then you fell unconscious.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that white, like just no other word.
You send white. And as you send white, you see your message sent through. And that's it.
And then I'm going to put my phone on silent.
Okay, you go and silence your codex. As you go and silence your codex, sigh, you begin to hear
I check the codex.
You check the codex.
Red.
It is your mother.
Oh, we just got a signal.
Is it a bunch of messages coming in, or is it an actual call?
It is a call.
I check for messages first.
You check for messages. No messages.
Oh God, straight call. Fuck breakfast.
What are you doing?
I look over to Arak. I have clear panic all over my face. I am halfway tempted to hand the phone, the codex, over to Arak and leave.
Rock's distracted by the call.
I put it on, and I put it on speaker.
You sigh.
Mother,
I noticed that you are currently located in Pillar Command.
there was a emergency last night that required us to go directly to Moriat, actually.
I see. So, no breakfast?
I think it might be a little late in the evening for that.
Why are you there now? Is this for your missions?
Pillar Command has requested that me, as well as the individuals that helped out, were to see if we were fit for something they had in mind. What they have, I do not know the details yet.
I see. Do you know the general you are reporting to?
What's that? Yes, I should know.
General Plutel is who you're going to be meeting with tomorrow.
We are scheduled tomorrow for a meeting with General Plutel.
Very well. Keep me updated.
Full body.
Rock was tempted to say, "Hi, size mum."
I wish you had. I wish you had.
Should be braver.
Well, with that, Liam, you're over there still connecting to these materials, and you begin to see a blueprint beginning to shape in your mind. As it's shaping in your mind, you go and grab onto certain pieces and begin to put them together. I'd like you to roll me a craft check.
Just a second. I need to show you something before I think I know what the image is.
Okay,
wait,
well,
I think I posted the wrong one. Shoot, damn it! I'll fix it later. Here you go. What was the check?
craft.
Craft. How much stamina do I have? Stamina. I got plenty. I want to use scavenging with this.
All right, go ahead.
Liam crafted diamond armor.
So it's craft plus another D10 plus.
Yes. So just roll the craft.
Okay.
Roll the craft, and then just roll.
There's the
D10.
craft. Oh. D10. Ooh.
Nice. That's a 26, right?
Yes.
Okay. So. Oh, you posted it to the wrong one. What is that?
Yeah, I posted in squad. You've never heard of a cabot?
It just disappeared. Did you delete it or something?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was putting a new age.
Okay, there we go. So, is that what you're making?
Is that just something unrelated that you have on the top of your mind?
Can we show that to the stream?
Yeah, sure.
Arrange it. Hold on.
Is that possible?
I think this would work. I think this is a good intermediate.
You begin
start.
to take some stuff. Okay. Yeah, you are doing this, and it feels like you're just going, doing your thing, grabbing all the pieces, putting them all together. It's looking all nice. As you finally finish this up, what is Marmaduke and Alvora doing? Marmaduke.
Well, I suppose we're having I suppose a conversation is to be had.
Yes.
Well, duty it may have called, it seems.
Are you sure you're going to be alright without me? Hey, well, why are we on Liam? We're on Marmaduke right now. Oh, that's what. For those who are listening to the podcast, Rock just put the screen on Liam, and then the crafting little station there, and then put the picture that Liam sent through the Discord. It is of a cat rabbit. It's a cabot.
Cabot.
It's a cabot. It's a black rabbit, but with a cat body. It has a rabbit head, but with a cat body.
Oh dear,
But
it's horrifying.
But yeah, that was for our podcast listeners, because I know you're out there. But as you.
Look, without you... Well, I will miss you, of course.
Will you be able to handle yourself without me, Marmaduke? And she just gives you like this blank stare. This just blank stare. She just gives you this attitude of like, you kind of need someone to watch you and know you.
Ooh. Well, hopefully. Well, hopefully I'll have 3 people to do that. 4. Nobody counts 4. We'll say 4.
Are you going to open up to them?
I think I may have to at some point.
And you're going to be flying out there through space to different worlds. What if something...
Yes.
What if a fragment happens and it's in the middle of everything? And it's very bad.
Well, then I will have to... I'll have to remember what it is to be part of a squadron again. And it's been invigorating to be a part of a squadron again. If I should have trouble, then they will do for me as I and Rock did for Sai and Liam. Help in whatever way we can.
She nods, looks down, and as she looks down, she says to you, "Oh, then I'll be waiting on Moriat. I'll leave tonight." But I think I am ready to bed down. I'll be inside the chamber for when you are ready as well. I know you still need to talk to them.
Yes.
Yes.
I won't be long.
She kisses your cheek and then heads over to one of the chambers, closing it. As this happens, Liam, you get another on your codex.
I put it on silent.
You put it on silent. You did. But it still comes through.
I look at it with a glare.
You look at it and you see another message from Dr. Cal saying, "Just white, disappointing." Disappointing. You think you think
It's a typo.
you think that he meant disappointing, but it's disappointing.
Disappoint.
But you look.
I'm going to.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just going to ignore it now. Back to the cabin.
He sends you a meme in text to speech.
You continue to work on it. Everyone, Sai and Rock, the food finishes. You go over and you begin to have a meal with the rest of the squad.
Liam hasn't eaten yet. I save a portion to the side.
Okay.
It is filthy rice.
Liam, you finish this. You finish this and you go and check the time. You did this in like probably about 20 minutes.
Oh, geez.
It's weird. You've never done that before, ever. It's never been that fast.
Yeah, I would imagine. These are like Legos.
You have ownership over the cabin, by the way. You can move it around and stuff.
Oh, you made it a token? Wait. And Buddy's like, "Wait, Buddy, did you just make me a frame?"
Yes, I think so. That's what I wanted. You've been such a good boy.
Can I get inside it now?
Yes. We're probably not going to sleep tonight.
Yay.
Buddy's on low battery, and you can tell.
You go over to this well, you go over and begin to upload Buddy's AI into this frame that looks like a cabbage. I just imagine, you know how like how cats have like and rabbits, even like when light goes like into their eyes when it's like all dark and you just see those like little eyes in the darkness.
Those pupils dilate.
Those pupils. I just imagine when you guys are sleeping, you're just Buddy just sitting staring there. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, so that finishes. You guys have any more roleplay you want to do, or do you want to?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So he got all the Dreamwalkers basically here, except for Liam, who's distracted. I'm gonna let him stay distracted. I won't fetch him.
Probably best that you don't.
So, Mar, we were talking earlier, but then we had to go through hyperspace and kind of, but it's kind of been on my mind, because that was a pun, because it was, mind shenanigans.
Sure, yes.
So, from what I remember, after being lost kind of in the middle of nowhere, I was back in the lab, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I heard your voice, and there's a portal, and I think I saw into your memories.
Oh.
And
I suppose we were connected. I suppose yes, that would make sense.
Not something recent. It was a battle.
That sounds like me.
And explosions, and ever since, there's really been only 2 instances of this, but I haven't really stopped.
You haven't stopped.
Like, there was a baby crying earlier, and there was definitely no child in the room. And when we were on the ship, before we spoke, I could hear the battlefield outside of the ship, despite being in empty space. So no, I don't think it has stopped.
And this has been since we were connected.
Wait. But on the upside, no Liam memories.
On the upside, you don't remember him naked. That's.
I don't remember him naked.
I do. I remember that.
If we are sharing memories,
I know, right?
If we are sharing memories, please don't share that.
I'll try not to. I tried not to share any battles with you, but apparently I did.
Marmaduke and Sai, roll me a discipline check. No, I'm just kidding.
Discipline these hands check.
No, I was just kidding. You didn't need to roll.
It's rolled. You have it.
Oh, fine. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a discipline check. Marmaduke.
Oh, okay. Well, Is it going to be Naked Liam related? Oh.
Wow. Jeez,
Hey,
why
same
are you...
check.
You guys...
We are
this
in
is like...
sync.
This is...
Sync today.
No, what's even crazier was with the baby crying, I rolled D100 for both of you, and I rolled the same thing on the D100 for both of you.
Oh.
You are in sync.
It's kind of creepy, guys.
It was earlier that we rolled the same number too.
Okay, well, as you both are talking about this, Marmaduke, you do feel the pulsing in your head. It's not as bad as it has been, like before. It's just more there. Sai, you hear a voice. A voice that rubs you the wrong way. Marmaduke. Marmaduke 9. It's finally time. And it fades.
Huh. Concerning. Do I clock that he's having another headache?
Yes. You can see.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
now. You are
see-
now starting to really see like how Marmaduke kind of twitches his face when these things occur. It's not a hard
so
one, but
you-
it's there.
Do
You see,
how
Marm,
his moustache bristles?
You have a headache right now, right?
Oh, they happen occasionally. It'll pass.
Yeah. I am hearing creepy voices right now, so
Saying what?
that it's time in a very ominous and yeah, let's just go with ominous way.
It's time.
Yep.
Sorry, too
Saying that to you.
I mean, not to me. It was talking about you. It's
Oh,
finally time,
finally. Oh,
and then it laughed, and so yeah, I might be a little bit concerned.
we should look into that probably.
Yeah.
You're all fine.
Rock wonders why he doesn't hear anything.
A rock roll me
Maybe it's
discipline
because his
check.
head's full of tingles.
I am actually being serious though.
Ooh, it's happening to other people.
Everything is happening right now. All of you.
Everything, everyone, all at once.
We already made that joke tonight.
Wait, so Arak, are you rolling it or?
Oh, you mean like an actual discipline?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
As well. What's one more discipline? 19.
Wow. 19.
It's our number.
It is your number.
But is the number good?
As you look over at these two as they're having their conversation, Arak, you hear Sai say like an ominous, and they laughed. And then you hear, and then you see a dark shadow like pop up in the corner of the room, and then it vanishes.
Rock furrows his brow. He has his suspicions.
You two, as you're talking and doing this, you see Arak looks over towards the corner and he furrows his brow and he seems Arak has changed his entire demeanor. To listening to now being very cautious.
What is it?
I think it's a Duskian.
Yeah, I thought it might be a Dusk.
Like from the trials.
The one we encountered. From the trials, the one we encountered in when we were in Sai.
It doesn't go that easily. In fact, it will never go.
Liam said something about he saw when you and him you had the space cake things. He said he saw something dark around me, around my head.
Probably because of that mohawk of yours.
Probably because of that, but also because of a thing. He said a dark thing, and I'm wondering if that's what we saw when we went in to get Sai and Liam.
It wants you to go down certain paths.
But what paths?
Bad ones.
If I do look like I'm going down a dark path, you three wouldn't mind just sort of popping my head around to the right one, would you?
Yeah.
That can be done.
I don't want to squish you, Marmaduke.
I don't want to be squished. I've seen you squish things. There is something else. Well, it's not quite as dark, I think. At least I'm hoping not. Although that sort of depends on you, Sai. I think you mentioned it before, but while we were wandering around your CPU, we found 2 files. Well, we found 3. One of them had Liam in it, but we found 2 for Sifra and Nis. And I'm sure you'd mentioned it before. Or maybe you had, but I didn't realize, at least, that there were 2 of you in there.
Oh, the side stops and raises her hand at that. It's like, no, not 2. Just the one.
Just the one.
Just the one.
But put together, the 2 merged into one.
That would be more accurate, yes.
Because that's what we sort of thought. We opened both at the same time. And it seemed to work, so...
I'm glad to not be floating in the endless void. between consciousness and existence.
At this point, Liam, you are finished and you come out here. And
Is Buddy on?
Buddy is on. And
How is he?
Buddy is like, I think I like this. I think. Wait.
Here you go.
I can hop. And you see he begins to hop up and down. He's like, I can move around. I can move around. You see Buddy rushes over and hops over the couch like a cat, and like on top of the couch, you guys see like this weird robotic cabbit just there. And you see he's like, I have a body. I have a body. And you see its mouth begins to open up, and Arak, you can hear this weird robotic thing saying, I have a body. I have a body.
Rock leans over the table and thinks, huh, that's weird.
You hear a door open up as Alvora steps out. It's like, what is all the ruckus? And she's like, huh? As she looks over and she sees it. It's like, I have a body, Alvora. I have a body.
Isn't he great?
I now have a body. I can move around. I can do things. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to do something? And Alvora's like, shouldn't we all get some rest? Yeah? And Buddy's like, you're right. I need to recharge. Let's go recharge. But I want to move around. I want to move around.
You can have some fun. Maybe I should give him a walk.
Yeah, I was about to suggest that.
Yeah.
I would like a walk.
Come on, buddy. We're going to go exploring.
Okay.
I turn to Buddy and I'm like, after your walk and after I recharge, and hopefully after you recharge, maybe we could talk about how you're feeling. And then she'll get up and move to the last room.
All right. You go and move over to the last room. And Alvora looks over at you, Marmaduke. Are you ready to come to the room?
Back to
Oh, well, I think I probably am.
All right. Come and join me. And she goes and turns and walks over towards the room and enters inside it.
Enjoy the walk, gentlemen. I'll be in there.
I'm pretty sure Liam's already gone.
Liam is gone at this point.
Well, I was distracted at the time.
Arak, you are sitting there. You look over towards the corner. You don't see anything. And you go over to a room to get some rest. You see if you go entering inside the room where Liam made Buddy. You see a crafting station with a bunch of
probably a mess.
It is a mess.
Is there a bed though?
There is a bed. Yes.
Bed acquired.
Okay. Everyone's getting into bed, and Liam is taking Buddy for his first walk, and that's where we're gonna end this session. Because that was a long one. You guys did a all role playing it.
I'm gonna have to draw Buddy.
Yes.
Now we'll have to do something with Liam and Buddy while you're doing this walk. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. I think that.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have a little mini adventure on the walk.
Mini adventure, maybe. Maybe join someone else. Maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. Because there is another player in this area.
I can't decide if I want Buddy to be super mechanical, like half put together kind of thing, or make him cute.
Well, we'll figure that out as we move forward.
I'll have to figure that out.
But thank you all for sticking with us on this longer session. We're at 2 hours and 8 minutes, 9 now. But as you all know, you just like, share, subscribe, follow all of us on different channels, except for Sai, because Sai's, not anywhere. But you can come and join the Discord, join us inside these game sessions that are held weekly. These are bi-weekly specifically. And if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power. Bye, everyone. I thank you for listening to The New Age. Come subscribe as a Chosen so you may gain access to exclusive entries and make your very own Chosen of the Core. Then join us in the new Expanding Universe Discord server, where we run weekly sessions, teach homebrew mechanics, and much more. Until next time, travelers, be safe, stay safe, and if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power.